So why should you invest in personalized and interactive content? The first reason is they add real value. So if you look at Google's autocomplete suggestions, you can see that people are always searching for how much can I sell, how much can I save, how much can I spend, ROI related questions, risk related questions, cost related questions. If everyone's searching for this information, then wouldn't it be best to answer this information with a personalized and interactive tool that actually gives them the cost or the ROI or the savings, as opposed to a more generic piece of content that tries to cover the generic use case of solar panels. So if we take an example here, what is the ROI on your marketing initiatives? We can say, well, okay, if you're generating, let's say, 246 customers and your average revenue per customer, let's say, is 18.5, you can say, okay, that my ROI is like massively high, right? But now let's say that the cost of the material and the cost of the campaign is 70,000 and the cost of the collateral is 43,000, and your margin is only 20%, then your ROI goes down a lot. So you can kind of see in real time how your ROI on marketing is coming in, and then you can add your lead information here and learn more. So that's kind of one example of a much more valuable ROI calculator than just a blog post. Another thing that's unique to interactive content is they do have the opportunity to go viral. So if you look at New York Times' dialect quiz, it would basically ask questions about the way you would pronounce certain words and the way you would say certain types of things, like how would you address a group of 2 or more people, right? Do you say you all? Do you say you guys? Do you say y'all? It's just a simple, fun quiz, but this turned out to be their #1 article of 2013, and it was just a dialect quiz. So it basically beat every other post within 10 days because it was published on December 21st. So it must have really kind of blew up if within 10 days a quiz beat every other post of the Times the whole year. Another kind of good validation of the fact these things are more engaging and people tend to share them more is when you look at BuzzFeed. You look at their trending posts, usually you see, in this case, you see 7 of their top 20 are quizzes or interactive pieces of content, right? So people are more likely to share it, people are more likely to engage with it, and people, if you share it, your friends, if you share it on Facebook, your friends who see it are highly likely to click on it. And that is because when people are on Facebook, they're there to kill time, have fun, and a quiz that's personal about me, that gives me a recommendation about myself, like which friend's character are you, is a little more fun, a little more engaging, and that's kind of what is a good fit for social media. So if you look at this example here, it basically says, are you relocating? See how much it will cost to make a move or something like that. But you can have fun gifts, so where are you moving for? You're moving for work, for education, for love, for family, and you can have like cat gifts to go along with it. Where are you moving to? And you can have, again, like fun gifts to highlight moving. Let's say you have, 1 family member, and then you need a short-term rental, and then, what type of lifestyle do you want to live? Comfortable, opulent. Again, here is just showing you that you can have fun gifts to highlight the quiz and to go along with it. All right. The third reason is that you can drive new business inexpensively. So when you look at the click-through rates, the conversion rates, and the bounce rates on personalized or interactive content, they tend to be significantly better than traditional metrics. The reason is the value that you're providing the end customer is so much more. So let's look at an example. You're looking to build an app. You want to get the cost of the app. When you go through this experience, you say, let's say, Android, and you have a stock or template UI, 21 plus screens, email ID and password, basic security measures, and you kind of go through the whole thing. What's interesting is as I go through it, I'm learning what's the rough estimate, right, of the calculator quiz. I'm learning. I'm seeing kind of how far I'm going along, and so you're giving me value as I go along, and then I can go through. Okay, I'm not just say like Outgrow review here. Okay, one of my friends who might benefit. All right. So now let's say get a detailed estimate. And now, and on the results page, think about how much value I'm getting here as an end customer. I'm seeing the cost across geographies for building the app. I'm seeing the breakdown by feature. So I can tell, you know what, if I don't need basic security measures, I'm going to say $1,300. And then I'm going to get the price down. Maybe that's within my budget. Maybe I just need to remove, the new database, which is $6,500, and figure out a way I can get that cost down. And now I can get within budget and get it within my and get talent within my time zone. So you kind of get a sense of all the information you get as a user. And the alternative for you is to go through long quotes and specification documents and weeks of back and forth before you kind of identify, where can I hire someone from? What can I possibly include in this application within my budget? All those questions are answered much faster. So this kind of ties in with point one, which is add real value, as well as it adds new business inexpensively because of that. The other key point here is that the leads that generated are very qualified, right? So if you're generating a lead, you can get the answers to their questions as well as their name and email. So, let's say you can see like, oh, this person said they don't smoke, they play sports regularly, they're vegetarian. And so now the type of lead that you have is significantly more qualified, significantly more basically informed than just a name or an email. So that's something that's very unique about this form of content, right? Just think about the value of a lead here, right? It's so powerful. I'll give you one more example. If you come here, this is a client website, right? Built with Outgrow. You say, okay, what type of bike do you like to ride? Let's say, I do everyday commute, flat Miami, step through frame. Okay, again, here we're gonna do Outgrow review. Now, click submit, and you're going to see that the Franklin is the bike I recommend. So you've given me, my preferences. You're giving me a personalized recommendation for a bike that I should get. And then when I click shop it now, you send me to that specific page so you can personalize that page recommendation. That's also very powerful. The last thing is that it's super easy to build, right? The traditional reason why people say, okay, these are all great points, but we're not going to do this because we don't have the talent, we don't have developers and designers and the time to go about building this. But now it's very easy to do with a tool like Outgrow. So outgrow.co makes it really easy and really quick for you to build this without any developers and any designers. So that's one of the key advantages of leveraging Outgrow to execute on all these advantages.